People are like, who is Daniellevictor? And I'm like, bitch, it's Danny with 2 N's. Am I a fashion blogger? Maybe. Am I a storyteller? For sure. Am I a badass bitch? Absolutely. So if you're smart, you'll subscribe to my channel.
Hi, I filmed like part of a vlog. Like I was actually gonna do some vlogging on Friday before I went on a date, and I was like, yeah, when I get home from my date, I'll come on the camera and let you know how it went. And did I do that? No, I actually took a long shower and then spent the whole next day crying. So reporting live from the basement with absolute garbage lighting. Gabby was like, I'm just gonna snuggle up in the blanket because I'm so cold, but she's KO'd. Gabby? Yeah, she's literally asleep. It's 7 o'clock. I'm going on a date. I swear my makeup slays in better lighting, but there's just no better lighting sitting on the basement couch. It's like I was excited to go out, but when I actually wait for somebody to pick me up, it's blurry. I'm like, I want to be at home and do what Gabby's doing, in bed doing nothing. That's probably why I'm single, to be honest. Huh, I don't really have much to talk about, actually. Maybe I should do a video when I get home from the date and talk about the date. Or probably not, right?
Yeah, why not?
We're doing the best we can in the dark. It's crazy how lighting really does affect the aesthetics of thyself and thy surroundings. That sounds terrible when you say it out loud. But
I say you spent the whole day
I
crying.
cried a lot, but mostly like to myself.
I cried all day.
I was like,
It was a wreck.
I wonder if I was picking up on your energy and that's why I was crying. I don't know. But Saturday was kind of like a useless day. Nothing really went on. And today's Sunday, but it feels like it's like a Tuesday or a Wednesday. And then it's about to be Thanksgiving. And then it's about to be Christmas. And then it's about to be New Year's. And then Valentine's Day. And then it's spring. And then time is just flying by. But I will say this. I had a conversation with someone. And they said, what's your dream? And I was like, my dream is I'm going to be a best-selling author, period. And they looked at me and they said, what about a dream that makes you money? And I was like, what the hell? I go, what, do you don't think I can be a best-selling author? He goes, not unless you're gonna write the next Harry Potter. And I was like, you know what? If I wasn't who I was and I was someone else who cared a lot what other people thought, then it would take that one sentence for my dream to be killed. Because people would literally run with that. Do you know what I'm saying, Gabby? Like, if I wasn't strong-minded, and I also like to prove people wrong all in itself, but if I was like weak-minded and took everybody else's word as truth, then I would be like, you're right. I cannot become a best-selling author and I cannot make money this way, and I would give up on that dream. So just a reminder that you can be, do, and have whatever you want in this world. Don't let anyone tell you that it's impossible or that you can't make money or like find a better dream. It's your dream, your life, your path that you're walking. And if you're meant to do it, God will find a way to have you do it. Everything in this universe will line up exactly how it's supposed to for you to not only do it, but do it well so that you're making a profit off of it and living comfortably. Continue living out your dreams. So I just wanted to share that. Because I feel like on a daily basis so many people are like doing subliminal posts online or talking shit or saying stuff to people's faces, and people just have no idea how powerful the tongue is and how misused it is on a regular basis. So don't let someone else's misused tongue steer you away from your greatness, you know? That's pretty much all I got. I don't really have much to talk about tonight. Not much has been going on. I cried a lot on Saturday. I don't know why I cried. I feel like around the holidays, or maybe now that I'm dating, I've realized like you can have like a lot of fun with someone and like be building this like bond with someone and also know underneath it all like that's not my person, so what am I doing, you know? Me and Gabby gotta figure out what we're doing for New Year's, because like what are we doing for New Year's, girl? That's like tomorrow. Seriously, before we know it, our video is up and we're like, we just celebrated New Year's and then we had no plans.
We're so busy.
days like yesterday are such like a waste of time. Like I could have been doing something that was gonna better my existence, and instead I like cried and moped around.
Sometimes it's okay to just have a day. Like sometimes you just need a day. What? Like I'm not.
I don't
gonna
like
waste my
that
time
hand
in that-
lotion.
Which one?
The one in your bag.
What? It's like makes your hands feel oily, right?
No, it makes my hands look dry. I'm like, I just used it. Why do my hands look like that? No, you're right. It's definitely okay to have a day where you're just like in bed or binge watching a show or literally just checked out from reality. I definitely agree.
No TV.
I didn't watch any TV yesterday.
I
Except,
didn't even work out.
oh yeah.
I was like,
How come you
down
didn't
bad.
work? Yeah. I only did 10,000 steps yesterday, but I made sure I got that done. Or I think I did it first thing in the morning because I knew that I was going to be having a day where I was like, But we did wake up and we had better spirits and better attitudes. So I guess you're right. Sometimes it's okay just to have like a moment in time where you're like, I need to check out.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk to anyone. I don't want to look at a computer screen. I don't want to watch TV. I really don't even want to be talking to none of y'all, people you live with. But Dad came down last night and that was fun. And he had a good time, so that's all that really matters. But honestly, last night at 8 p.m., I was out like a light. No, Gabby went to bed around 8:30. I was about a half an hour after her, so I think I was asleep by 9. And then I got up at 11 and I felt like I was wide awake. But then I was like, take your ass back to sleep. And I went back to sleep all the way until 7 o'clock this morning. And I did feel revived and renewed today. I feel like I got way more done. But overall, the weekend was interesting. My date was okay, except I went out to a restaurant. I will leave the restaurant nameless. And there was a thread in my food. And I wondered if that was ominous for this relationship isn't for you.
I don't know about all that.
But I don't think anything is like an accident, though. Like, nothing is coincidental. So why was there a long piece of thread? Like, someone was in the kitchen sewing clothes together.
That's so gross.
And my date asked me not to say anything. He's like, please don't say anything. And I was like fuming because I just wanted to say anything because it was our server's 3rd day on the floor. But I originally asked for the lobster roll warm with butter, because there was the coleslaw version, which is absolutely disgusting, and the warm butter version. And she spent like a good 5 to 6 minutes taking my order, and she read it back to us and still came out with the coleslaw version. I was like, sis, this is not this is not what I ordered. So she took it back, and about 10 minutes later she brought me another lobster roll, and I ate half of it, and to me I was like, this is so delicious. And I picked it up and handed it to my date to try a bite, and as he was eating it, I noticed this long piece of thread, just a long piece of thread, and I was like, you're kidding, you're absolutely joking. But it wasn't a joke, it was real. I took pictures and everything, but I'm not gonna post them here because I did call the restaurant yesterday morning and they refunded my date's card. Even if I never see him again, he's getting fully refunded for the date, and they're sending me and Gabby a gift certificate in the mail. But
did you tell him?
me and Gabby are getting a gift certificate, but I don't envision me and Gabby at any point in time going there unless we go for a glass of wine, because their wine was okay. But I will never, ever, 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 ever eat there again, I don't think. But the manager was like, it's unacceptable. I will have a chat with my kitchen. And I really wonder when managers and stuff get calls like that, if they actually do talk to the kitchen, or if they're just like, screw it, and just go about their day. You think so?
Yeah, like why wouldn't you?
When I worked at Wally's in Beverly Hills, I remember I went with Cass on a shift off, and we ordered this pizza, which I thought was so delicious. It was an arugula mushroom pizza, and we're halfway through our pizza and there was a huge dead fly on the pizza.
No.
And I was like,
yo.
And they told me to chill and like didn't do anything about it. Maybe because I work there, but like they did not make any moves in the kitchen. If you're interested in Wally's in Beverly Hills, they do have dead flies in the food. Fuck that place. Oh man, I don't know how businesses like that are run with no with no God in the building, how they stand tall for so long. I really don't. That's like the devil's playground.
Because their debt is in hell, bro. That's why.
Yeah, like so much sexual assault, groping, racism. Like I remember this one time, I'll never forget this work shift, you guys. So there's a maitre d'. Anyone that works in a restaurant, you know if you're a hostess, you have a head hostess, and you cannot sit anyone down at a table unless the head hostess tells you to sit that person down at the table. So I remember this black guy came in, and I hate to say that black guy, but it's relative to the story. And
Is it?
it is. I'm getting there. And Tamara Conrad, she was the head maitre d', and I wonder if she's still there. Anywho, she was like, oh, this black guy looks like he has money. Let's sit him somewhere important. But like almost every single VIP table was taken except for the wine room. She goes, sit him in the wine room. So I said, bet, I'll do that. So I sit this dude in the wine room. I have no idea who he is. To me, he's just like a regular customer that the head hostess quoted, said he looked like money, sit him in the wine room. She probably thought he was attractive. I don't know. But about 10 minutes after this dude gets situated, Nick Jonas and his brothers walk into the restaurant and they're looking to be seated. We just sat and nobody in the wine room, but it ain't my fault. I just took directions. So about 3 minutes after they came and they're standing there, people in the restaurant are starting to freak out a little bit because it's Nick Jonas and his brothers. This guy comes over. He's like one of the CFOs of the restaurant, and he goes, who the fuck sat this guy down? Swearing and everything. Who the fuck sat this guy down in the wine room? And I was like, I did, but I was told to by, the maitre d'. And he was swearing at me and screaming, like spit hitting my face. And she just stood there and said nothing. And
I would have been like, excuse me. I said she told me to do it, so yell at her. Thank you.
And he goes, we have every room taken and you decide to give a nobody. First of all, that's a customer giving your restaurant money. It's not a nobody. Might not be a celebrity, but still not a nobody. And he goes, so now we've got to send Nick Jonas packing because there's nowhere to seat him. And I was like, okay. They sent me home early. I got sent home early because it was my fucking fault that the head hostess told me to sit this dude in the wine room. And Nick Jonas and his brothers just got like a couple of bottles of wine and left, and they were really sweet on their way out, and he's really beautiful in person, and so are all his brothers, really. And I got sent home, and I was just thinking to myself, this job sucks. This place sucks. They treated me like absolute shit. Like, I remember Blake Griffin came in, and I used to be obsessed with Blake Griffin, if any of you guys know. And this dude, Matt Hunter, he like worked in the wine section, but for some reason it was always at the hostess stand, and I couldn't fucking stand him.
Who?
This guy, Matt Turner. He was like a sommelier, whatever they're called. You know, the ones that like tell you about the expensive wines. So he would like always come to the hostess stand and say wild comments about my podcast. First of all, sir, I never told you to watch my podcast. I've never had a personal conversation with you. If you stalked my Instagram and my YouTube and decided to watch my podcast called Swallow It, it sounds like a personal problem. But I remember this one time, he's like, I saw your video about Blake Griffin. And I was like, okay. He's like, so you're a psycho, huh? I blocked you. And I was like, haha, yeah, like whatever. Joking around about it. So a couple weeks later, he comes into the restaurant and I'm told that I can't even give this dude eye contact because of my YouTube.
What?
Yeah. Like I can't sit them down. There was like me and one other girl on shift and I couldn't sit them down. And this dude says something to Blake Griffin as he's walking in. I'm like, you're fucking lying right now. It's actually in my lawsuit, this entire ordeal. That happened. There's just so much stuff that happened working in a restaurant establishment where I'm like, how do businesses that are like engulfed in darkness just like survive and keep surviving? Like, I get it, it's a vibe. Did you ever go, you only went there once when we met John. Yeah. And the kitchen was closed and all we did was drink. That was a mistake. Yeah. How did we even start talking about that? What was I talking about?
You were talking? Oh, shoot.
Oh, I was talking about if the restaurant I went to on Friday, if the manager actually went into the kitchen and gave the kitchen a talk. Because from what I've experienced in the kitchen, unless it's a celebrity or someone important complaining, the restaurant doesn't care. Like, it's so irrelevant. They might bring you like a gift certificate or give you a free glass of wine, but after that, like, it's irrelevant and you are from their memory. That's all I got for tonight. I kind of went off on a tangent there, and I'm gonna go work out. I'm gonna go walk for half an hour because I ate 2 bowls of fried rice and my tummy is like, I think it's the vegetables. It's weird. Every time me and Gabby have vegetables, we have gas for days. Like, it's just a buildup of gas.
Particular veggies.
Like bok choy broccoli.
Yeah.
Not really mushrooms. I feel like mushrooms and onions don't really make me gassy, but maybe peppers. Did you like dinner?
Dinner was good. I don't have complaints.
Okay. Anyways, love you. Don't forget. Oh, and on that note of me being told that my writing possibly won't make me money and shouldn't be a dream, I am posting a new Substack and it will be live the same time this video is, so go read it. Thank you.